the GameCube tier list. This is just a collection of popular GameCube titles. Some of the most popular, it looks like here.
Yeah.
And your pals Glenn and Mitchell are gonna rank them for you.
Because you need us to do this for you.
Yep. It's a legal obligation. Okay, Animal Crossing. This is the start of Animal Crossing, the original
American Animal Crossing experience.
Yes. Man, I remember back in the day, this game kind of blew my mind. It was very unique. There was no other game that I knew of that, had a real life clock that was going, and you could have your own house, your own village, and you could get furniture and everything. It was really cool game. I thought all the having animal villagers was neat. Anyway, what I'm saying is this is a pretty legendary game.
It started off with a legendary. Yeah, it's the first. It kind of was like the first game where it felt like I was missing out if I wasn't playing it.
Yeah, it's a good game. Of course, the newer Animal Crossings are better, but at the time, for a GameCube game, it was really good.
Okay, we got Chibi Robo right here.
Yep, Chibi Robo is one of those games that at first glance seems like, oh, it's a game where you play as a cleaning robot, that's it. But the story has some weird depth to it. It has some social commentary. It's a pretty interesting game.
You get to make burgers, talk to aliens.
Yeah. Although, despite all that, I don't think I would put it in legendary. I'm not even sure if I'd put it in great either.
You wouldn't put it in great?
I mean, if it was in the great, it'd be near the low end of great, just because I do feel like the gameplay could be a little bit better, and those character voices are really grating.
They're not bad in this one. In the other Chibi Robo games, they got worse.
It got worse somehow in the other games. Yeah.
Yeah, with the DS audio, it just turned into metallic scraping sound effects.
That was terrible.
Chet, screw you, Chet.
Okay, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Now, this game, I know it's weird. This is actually one of my favorite Donkey Kong games, just because the bongos, using those to control, and you're just trying to get combos, and you do claps and everything. I think it's a pretty cool game.
Well, where does that let it land in the rankings?
I know it seems weird. I think it might go in legendary.
In legendary?
Just as a personal preference of my own. Yes, I'd put it in legendary. After Animal Crossing, yeah.
Okay, if you say so. I don't see how it beats Chibi Robo, but
it's one of those games where you just want to keep playing the levels over and over again and get a better score, and it's fun. It's such a unique game.
F-Zero GX.
GX. A lot of people consider this the best F-Zero game. In my opinion, it's way too hard.
Yeah.
It's it's way, way, way too hard.
The Red Canyon stage or whatever, where the rocks just destroy your vehicle in an instant.
I mean, despite me saying this, I have beaten the campaign. It was super challenging, but I would just put it at the end of good.
Alright.
It's a well-crafted game if you can get a hold of its mechanics.
Fire Emblem.
Yes, one of the Fire Emblem GameCube games. I've never played any of the ones, any of those GameCube ones. I don't even know. I think there's 2 GameCube ones and a Wii one. I can't remember. Anyway.
How embarrassing.
Anyway, I have not played those. I like Fire Emblem though, so I guess I need to try them out sometime.
Right, Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Air Ride. This is probably the best racing game of the system.
Yeah.
The city trial mode, man, that's so fun just to play around with.
Yeah.
I mean, just in my own personal experience, I would say it's legendary because, man, having 4 people all playing the game together, you're gonna have a good time with that.
Somebody gets like the Hydra, and they go around and they destroy everybody else's vehicles.
It's such a great racing game. I wish there were more tracks though, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's fantastic.
Luigi's Mansion, the original.
Yes, Luigi's Mansion. It's a um, fun little game. It's not very long. You can finish it quite quickly. It's very linear. It for the time it was very unique, but I now going back to it, they made two more. You know, like it doesn't have as much appeal as if they were just to keep it as is. You know, and they didn't continue. I would just put it either at the top of good, I think.
Right there.
Yeah, actually, great. Let's just do great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mario Golf.
Toadstool Tour.
Toadstool Tour. This is probably the best console. Well, yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. Probably it is the best console Mario Golf at the moment. The music is great. I don't know. A lot of people I feel like don't even pay attention to it, but yeah, the music is fantastic. It's a fun golf game. I really don't know what else to say about it, but that it's great. I'd put it at great after Luigi's
You put
Mansion.
it over Chibi Robo?
Yeah.
That's not right.
Okay. You got Mario Kart Double Dash. One of the weaker Mario Kart entries, I would say.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of having two people on a cart, but the track selection is just really bad, and like all the mechanics are like really strange. It's like it's weird.
Yeah. It feels kind of like they wanted to try to mix things up, and they mixed a little bit too much up, and it all just kind of went in slightly the wrong direction.
Right. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Double Dash. I'm sorry, Double Dash heads out there. Where would we rank it though?
Would you rather play F-Zero or this game?
I'd rather play F-Zero.
Was it indifferent then?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's probably the best place to put it.
Okay, Mario Party 4.
Mario Party 4, I see that we have 4, 5, 6, and 7 here.
There's
Yeah, Mario Party
Fire Moth.
4 is probably the worst, so just put it in bad.
Boom.
It has a neat presentation of like taking place like with all the different minion characters hosting the game, but other than that, it has the worst mini games, worst boards. It's a pretty dull Mario Party game. Mario Party 5 definitely bumps things up a little bit more.
It's a little bit wonky though.
Yeah, I would put it at the end of good, just because they added a lot of things to make it more skill based. The orbs and everything kind of let you be a little bit more strategic. 6 is one of the best Mario Party games. It's almost as good as the N64 games. I would put it in great somewhere. Above Mario Golf, I would say. It introduced the microphone. And then 7 just wasn't...
It falls back off.
Yeah, it kind of goes back. I would put it after 5. So there, yeah.
We can just put it down here.
No, I just put it after 5. Okay. Mario
Power
Tennis. It's kind of an inoffensive Mario Tennis game. I don't really know much to say about it. It's okay. Yeah, I'd put it in indifferent. It's not something that I really want to go back to.
All right.
So let's start with the original Metroid Prime. That's the second one.
Someone put it out of order.
Yep. So Metroid Prime, the original game, you hear about people talking about how legendary it is, how great, amazing it is. and honestly, it does deserve that praise. It's a very enjoyable shooter game. I would put it in legendary. Um,
Wow.
I know I said it earlier. I was trying to like make it sound like, oh, is he actually not going to put it in legendary? But guess what? It went into legendary.
There it went.
Now I have much different thoughts on its sequel. Its sequel is pretty terrible.
Uh-oh.
I hate the whole Dark World thing. I hate that you're constantly losing health. It's bad. It's really bad. I would put it in bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. I think putting it behind Mario Party 4 might be a little harsh, but man, it does not compare to the original game. Paper Mario.
Thousand Year Door.
Yes. Arguably the best Paper Mario game. I would put it in legendary. Above, yeah, I would put it above Animal Crossing even. Yeah.
Boom.
It's the last real Paper Mario game we've had. Which, man, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it probably has some of the best characterization in a Mario RPG.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We got Pikmin. Pikmin, the original Pikmin is great. It's one of those games that feels like a classic. And I would put it in Legendary, at the end of Legendary. I love the original Pikmin.
Well, then, if you love the original Pikmin, what do you think about Pikmin 2?
Now, once again, this is kind of like a Metroid Prime situation where I thought the original game was Legendary, but Pikmin 2 wasn't as bad as Echoes. It was, I didn't like the randomly generated stuff. It felt a lot less, like...
Designed.
Exactly, right. The co-op thing was cool and everything. I would just put it at the end of Great.
It has the nice, the artwork.
Animation kind of artwork.
The photographed artwork.
Yeah, I also feel like adding 2 more Pikmin types kind of diluted things. It made things really hard to manage, but nonetheless, let's move on to Pokemon.
Colosseum.
Oh man, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've touched that one. I remember back in the day thinking it was okay. It felt way better than the handheld games at the time.
Just put it in good.
Yeah, I guess so.
See, this is DX. Or XD.
Yeah,
it's the happy crying face.
XD.
Does this game make you XD?
Yes. I remember this one being just a little bit better. Just a little bit better, but it's still Pokemon at the end of the day.
Yeah. Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4 is some people's favorite game of all time. However, I played it through it 2 times, I think. And both times I played through it. Well, the first time I played through it, I played on the PC, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. This was pretty great. And then whenever I replayed it again, I was like, I kind of wish this was more like the other Resident Evil games, because they go in a different direction with it. So I put it in great. Maybe at the top of great.
Right there.
Yeah.
With the chainsaw controller. It goes at the top.
Yep.
Where was that in the controller tier list?
Exactly. Where was that one?
Okay, now we got Resident Evil 0.
Resident Evil 0 can go bad. It's terrible. You get to control 2 characters at the same time in a Resident Evil game, which doesn't work. And all the puzzles are based around that. It's a mess. I am not a fan of that game.
Alright, we're taking a little bit of a change here. Let's go with Sonic Adventure DX.
As you know, Sonic Adventure is one of my favorite Sonic games. I'd put it maybe in Legendary, I guess.
The end of Legendary.
Yeah.
And then we got Adventure Battle 2.
Yeah, which isn't as good as DX, but it's still fun. Maybe at the top of great would put it.
Boom. And then we got Sonic Heroes.
Not very good. I would just put it at the top of indifferent, maybe.
All right. And to round off the Sonic, we have the Mega Collection.
Which is a little strange because it's just a collection of Genesis games, I believe.
It's good.
I guess.
It's just,
sure.
It's just a couple games, not that great.
Right. I'm trying to remember if this is actually the Genesis selections of titles or if this is the one that had Sonic R and stuff.
I think it had Sonic R and stuff.
Okay.
It had 7 games in it.
Alright. Okay, Soul
Calibur.
Soul Calibur. I have not played Soul Calibur.
I mean, I've played a little bit of it.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, it's Soul Calibur. It's just a fighting game that I'm not incredibly fond of.
So where would you put it?
I mean, I'd just put it in different because I don't really care about fighting games. But I'm sure there's people who would rank it higher up.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Which one of these I don't know which
Star
one
Fox
goes
Adventures
Star
goes
Fox
first.
Adventures, okay.
And I've never played it.
Alright. And then Star Fox Assault.
I've played the multiplayer of this one. Never played the single player. It didn't seem very good. Whenever I played it, I would put it in bad somewhere near the top of bad. Something I don't know. It didn't seem very good whenever I played it.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Strikers.
You're my Strikers. I remember it being pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It probably gets an award for Mario game art direction.
Yeah, all the characters have a lot of personality that we don't typically see in a Mario game.
Yeah.
Where would you rank this in comparison to everything else that we have on the board?
I'd maybe put it at like the end of great.
Okay.
I think it's like pretty good. You can keep playing it and it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Sunshine.
I've already mentioned my opinions on Sunshine in a previous video. It's not very good. I would put it in a good, maybe above the Pokemon games.
I would put it. Much rather play Sunshine than Mario Party.
Okay.
I'll maybe put it right in Chibi Robo.
All right.
All right, Melee.
I just don't see much of a reason to go back to Melee after Ultimate and everything else is released. Obviously at the time it was a fantastic, one of the best GameCube games, but now it's like I just don't have a reason to play it.
Yeah, most people shouldn't, but they do.
Okay, so where would you put this?
I mean, it's good.
It is good.
I mean, we can maybe put it in great. I just don't think it deserves as much praise as everybody gives it.
Right.
Put it in great.
Okay.
Put it somewhere like in here.
Sure.
Alright. It's the Tales of Symphonia or something like that?
I've played a demo of it, I think.
Didn't this come with like the orange GameCube in like Japan or something?
Maybe so. I'm not for sure. I believe it came with
the spice orange.
Oh. Well, nonetheless, I've only played the demo, and I wasn't too fond of the game. I would just put it in indifferent.
Alright, now we just got the Zelda games. We got Four Sword Adventures.
This is a game I wish they would re-release in a proper format, because I'd love to be able to play this game with 4 people. It seemed like whenever I played through it just by myself that it was a really cool Legend of Zelda experience. I feel like honestly it would be in Legendary if it was possible to play with 4 people, but they made it so difficult to do so. So I would have to put it just in like good or something. Just based on what I've experienced with the game so far. Yeah, that seems right.
Okay, we got Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, I love the art style. It's kind of a...
Just drags.
Yeah, it's just kind of an game. I think it should go next to Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, man, you're breaking hearts with these choices.
I know.
And then the GameCube version of Twilight Princess.
I played Twilight Princess on the Wii and the Wii U. I guess I can... It's pretty much the same thing. It's one of those games that the first few hours drag on and on and on, but once you start really getting at it, once you start going, it's a pretty great Zelda game. I would put it in great, near the top of great somewhere.
Right here.
Yeah. Not
Not
above Melee. I would just put it somewhere right there. Yeah. Okay.
All right, and there's the completed list.
All right. There's all the GameCube games. I think that's it.
Yep. All right. On to the next.